What up, YouTube? And as you just saw, I was recently asked, who the fuck do I think I am? Who the fuck do you think you are? Is what he said. I realize I'm new in this YouTube sneakerhead community, but I'm not new to being a sneakerhead. Not by a long shot. So, this video is for inquiring minds. Inquiring minds like, who the fuck INTGkicks is. And as I told you guys in my resellers versus sneakerheads video, I have been in love with sneakers for as long as I can remember. I meant that shit, and I mean that shit is the truth. But unfortunately for me, my sneakerhead career started with me admiring them on other motherfuckers' feet because there was nobody buying me no motherfucking sneakers. My mom was a crackhead. My mom was not buying me no sneakers for 150 bucks. Cause I think my mom saw it as, nigga, do you know how much crack I can get with that? You know what I'm saying? She was not buying me no sneakers, or me, or any of my siblings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanna know me? I'm gonna tell you about me. Like, I'm from the hood, man. I'm from where shit is all bad. I'm from fucking, it's depressing. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Christmas came around, we didn't have no gifts. Unless we got them from the Salvation Army. Thanksgiving time came around, we didn't have no fucking meal. Unless we ate at the Salvation Army. You know what I'm saying? Birthdays came around, was another day. Like, we didn't get shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get shit. You know, I'm a mid-80s, late-80s, a mid-late 80s baby. So, for the most part, when the first few Jordans came out, I wasn't even old enough to care for them. My first love, my first shoe I saw that fucking stole my heart was the Aqua 8s. It was kindergarten. I been in class for like an hour. For at least 45 minutes of that hour, I'm staring at this fucking kid's shoes. And the colors, the fucking that purple and that aqua green and the dark smoke gray and that black, man, it was fucking, like people say, sneakerheads look at shoes as a work of art. That shit was the masterpiece to me. You know, before those shoes, I would see Jordans, but it was usually like in those older school movies like House Party, or like those shows like Fresh Prince and shit like that. You would see those stripes in there, like the 4s, the 5s, the 6s, 7s. I didn't really fall in love until the 8s. The 8s got me. I remember seeing the 7s on the playground before, and I thought those shits was sick too. But they didn't capture my heart like the fucking 8s did. And from that point on, it was just like, you know, it was magic for me. But like I said, they wasn't on my feet. I'm not a big sneakerhead because I was rocking them. I remember I have memories of me rocking them. No, I have memories of me watching them on other motherfuckers' feet, staring at other motherfuckers, envying other motherfuckers. That was my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at that time, people was dying for Jordans. People were getting killed for J's and getting killed for starter coats. Like like the shit was gold or something. Like, niggas was getting killed for that shit. And back in the day, when the J's was really popular, we had this thing called pullover coats. It was some starter. I don't know, you may have had it too, I don't know. But from my area, they were starter pullovers. And they were called pullovers because they only zip down to like the top of your chest, and you would have to pull the coat over your head in order to take it off. Hence pullover. So if you had J's and you had a starter pullover, you was that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my uncle actually got his ass beat the fuck down for his starter coat. Nigga came home and fucking the white in his eyes was fucking red. Bloodshot red. They beat the fuck out of him for his starter coat. And that's what it was. But, you know what I'm saying? I was a little kid. You know, it wouldn't have mattered. I don't think nobody would have did that to little kids. You know what I'm saying? I would have been wearing a little kid size. But that shit to the side, I wasn't getting it because my mom was not finna spend that kind of loot on that. Don't get me wrong. I've had certain shoes, you know what I'm saying, throughout my childhood, but it was mainly due to my dad and when my mom would allow my dad to give it to me. Like, I had Hirachis. I've had those Deion Sanders, the Diamond Turf, the red, black, white, and gold ones. I had the Air Raids, but I didn't get the ones until the ones came out with the African print on the side of them. I got those. But every one of those shoes I got, I always got them way after the fact. Like, after, you know, you know what I'm saying, they came and go and people rocked them and flossed them and was moved on to the next shoe. And back then, it's not like how it is today where you could rock an old shoe and basically just rocking a classic. Back then, the classic, you know what I'm saying, the classics of today were just regular shoes back then. They were just the regular heat back then. So if I was trying to keep up with the times and stay, you know, up to date with my kicks, it wasn't happening because my mom, she was the kind of person where she got upset when my dad came around because we would always get excited because we knew when he came around we was gonna get a couple of dollars or something. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna get a pair of shoes or something like that. So she was sometimes like literally not letting him give us some shit because she was just fucking in that mood where she fucking felt like being, I don't know, she just fucking was hungry. Like she wanted to fucking hurt us in that sense or hurt him. I don't know who it was she was trying to hurt it, but I was hurt personally from that shit when she did shit like that. So when I got my kicks, you know what I'm saying, they had already, people already rocked them or whatever, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love the shit out of them, I still rock the shit out of them, but it wasn't the same, you know what I'm saying, as it would have been if I could have got them, you know what I'm saying, the day they came out or whatever. I ended up moving with my dad when I was, I forget what age it was. The day that Jordan returned back to the NBA is the day my dad died. My dad died actually while I was watching that game. And when he died, I ended up moving, instead of moving back with my mom, I ended up moving with my dad's mom, which is my grandmother. My grandmother pretty much raised me. Before all this, my grandma's always been a big part of my life. So I ended up moving with her. And my grandma, she was like old school down south type. She couldn't fathom, she couldn't understand in her mind why the fuck she should pay $150 for me to rock some J's. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't going for that at all. It was not happening. First of all, you know what I'm saying, she didn't have much money to begin with. She was already a retired nurse. She wasn't getting no money from me. My mom was on welfare, and my mom only let her keep me because my grandmother wouldn't ask her for shit. So my grandma not having much money to begin with, and my grandmother not believing in spending money like that, you know, it continued for me to fucking admire Jordans on other people's feet, or to admire any sneaker on other people's feet, because I couldn't afford them. Then I think I finally got some shoes, but it was due to my grandfather sending my grandmother some money for me. And my grandmother was trying to, like, my grandma, she's old school. She was talking about, she got the money and she was talking about saving it. But no, I was like, I want some J's. That's my money, I want J's. It's my money and I want it now. Like, I wanted fucking J's. I fuck saving it. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you saving? I want J's. But I was young, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have that mind frame. I wanted my motherfucking shoes. I wanted shoes. You know what I'm saying? I've always loved shoes, and I had nice shoes, but it was never the shoes I wanted. It was like the nice shoes that cost like $60. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the hype shoes, the heat. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the heat. So like I would have K-Swiss, I would have Felines, but it wouldn't. You know, so I think I had those Grant Hills. Those was cool. Those Grant Hill Felines, the one that Tupac had on that All Eyes on Me, where he was sitting in front of the bench. He had those on with that blue jean outfit, with the blue jean shirt and the blue jeans. Like, I had those, but other than that, I wasn't getting no Jordans. My grandma wasn't giving no Jordans. But anyway, my grandfather sent me some money. My grandma asked me what I wanted. She tried to say I should save it. I wasn't hearing that. I wanted J's, and that was right before the flu games came out. Oh my God, that was the hottest shoe ever up to that point, except for the Breads, you know what I'm saying? The Bread 11s. The flu games, oh my God. I wanted them. I begged my grandma. She had the money. She got them for me. But the thing is, I didn't really have nice clothes. I had nice clothes, but I didn't have a variety where I had different colors. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have, like, the flu games, they're black and red, right? I didn't have one black shirt to wear with that shit. I didn't have one red shirt. And the thing, you know what I'm saying, to wear with those shoes when the time they came out was black pants with a red polo shirt. But I didn't have either one. I didn't have, or you could wear, you know what I'm saying, because back then you could wear red pants, you know what I'm saying, red pants was in style, you know what I'm saying, and with a black shirt, but I couldn't do it. So my first day of wearing some Jordans, I had to wear some shit that didn't match, and it didn't match at all. It didn't match at all. Fucking, I had on some black pants, the flu games with a fucking polo shirt, but that bitch was fucking blue, and I'm talking sky blue, green, and I'm talking neon green, and fucking yellow. And it was like a cream off type yellow. That's the color of the shirt. I wore the very first time I got my hands on some J's, and it was just like, in the way I convinced myself and told myself it was okay, because the sign, the emblem, it wasn't this little horse thing. It was like a little. It had two golf clubs going like that, and it had this little sign there, and it had like a little checkerboard in it, and the checkerboard had red in it, and that's how I convinced myself that it was okay, and I was gonna be able to wear those shoes with that fucking shirt. But you know what I'm saying, I didn't have no other fucking shirt, and I was no way in hell that I was gonna go to school, have the J's at home, and then not be on my feet. Like, fuck no, I was wearing those shoes if I fucking had to not wear a shirt at all. If I had to go in that bitch fucking light bright, you know what I'm saying? I was going in there like that with them fucking shoes on. You know, I got to school, I had my jacket on. I didn't take my jacket off. I was so embarrassed. And one of these niggas, man, gonna ask me, yo dog, what shirt you wearing with that shit? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, cause I had a jacket on, but you can still see from the bottom of the jacket what kind of shirt I had on. Motherfuckers know I wasn't matching. But, you know, this nigga called me out in front of class, whatever. I had the J's. What the fuck can you say to me? The nigga that called me out didn't have the J's on, so he couldn't say shit. You know, so that's how I feel like that's how Jordans, you know what I'm saying, made me feel like I feel like I was on top of the world. That's the kind of memories I have about sneakers. That's the kind of love I have for it. So, today, this nigga asked me, who the fuck do I think I am? I'm a sneakerhead. To the bottom of my fucking heart, I'm a sneakerhead. I love shoes. And the main problem in the sneaker game is sneakerheads. None of these, like, motherfuckers ain't got no morals. Motherfuckers don't stand for shit. So for Running Wolf to ask me, who the fuck do you think you are? I'm a sneakerhead. Who the fuck appointed me? Me, a fucking sneakerhead. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody to tell me, yo, you should do this, you should do that. I'm doing it because I know it's right. The difference between me and other sneakerheads in the game, they look at these resellers and they feel like they need to get in on it. Me, I look at this and I feel like I want to change it. I want to fucking slap the shit out of a reseller. And this motherfucker gonna tell me stay in my lane. I'm in my lane. What you don't understand is you intruding on my lane. You know what I'm saying? You intruding as to be a sneakerhead. You're not a sneakerhead. You're not staying true to the sneakerhead culture, at least. Anytime you go buy a shoe, anytime you trade a shoe or trade for a shoe that you don't want or care about, you are intruding. You are taking away from another sneakerhead who could have gotten that. Bottom line, I take it personally for a person to intrude on my shit. You know what I'm saying? If I can't get a shoe because a reseller went in and bought it and then want to sell it to me for a rate price, you are an intruder and I fucking should kill you. You know what I'm saying? Intruders get shot. And that intruder come in my house, he getting shot. He getting something. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fucking leaving here with, hey, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, a reseller, I can't wait for the day I catch a news article on a reseller, because I can't do it. I ain't gonna do it. I got kids and shit. I can't wait for the day when I see a reseller getting his ass beat from a sneakerhead. It's probably happening. I would love to hear about it. Let me know. But I gotta get out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. That's what's giving me the right to do all this. Because I'm a real sneakerhead. I got love, and it's about the sneaker. It's not about money at all for me. A lot of you sneakerheads are going for the money, and that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. The only kind of sneakerhead that would somewhat defend a reseller is a sneakerhead who's dipping into that reselling shit. The only sneakerhead that's really gonna feel me in for the most part is the ones who ain't fucking doing it. I'm not doing it. I could do it just as good, if not better than y'all, but it ain't about that. I don't get a shoe I don't want. I don't get a shoe that I can trade for, because I'm not willing to trade nothing of mine. I'm not willing to sell any of mine, because I only get what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to buy nothing that I don't want, no matter what the hype is around it. I'm not buying it. I'm not a fucking hype beast. I'm not a hype beast sneakerhead, at least. I'm a sneakerhead who gets shoes that connect to me. You know what I'm saying? That shoes that I find are beautiful and I would love to have on my feet. That's it. That's all the shoes I get. I'm a dying breed, apparently. I'm out. Who the fuck are you? Nigga, please.